you mentioned that in addition to being LuFisto, you also have another business or another job that you work, and how is that going? Do you mind talking a little bit about that? And is that
Oh, I work in the prison.
Well, see,
I'm in charge of files and everything that has to do with the agents and the prisoners as well. So I read that all day. I classify that. It's I do so many things, but I love it. I love it. It's an interesting environment, and it shows you a lot of depth when it comes to human beings. Like,
yes.
how do they get there, and what? Yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, for one, I guess if things go sideways, they got LuFisto there to help regulate some things.
Well, there's agents too, so
yeah,
they're more prepared than I am, probably.
I bet that does give you a fascinating peek into some psychology of a lot of people. Do you like first of all, do you feel like the prison systems in our countries are they truly rehabilitative, or is it more?
I can see with my own eyes that for some people they are, because I see people who will come in and they will never come back. They will actually learn from their mistake. And I know, like, in our prison, there's therapy, they give classes, they really try hard to bring back these people, on the right path. But there's others that you just see their files and you're like, it's never going to change.
Yeah.
It's their way of life, and they don't, there's a few names like I've seen this name before. Oh, he's back. Oh, here's him again, like for the third time since I've been working here. So yeah, it's like I said, it's interesting on the psychology, um, psychological
perspective.
Perspective's the word I was looking for, where you see all different people, and that some people will actually get help and be,
improve their lives,
get better and change, and there's some that never will.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're a repeat offender. You're coming back, and I wonder how many also, because I see this in our country too, is that it's kind of like the same thing at school, where prison is, in sometimes, depending on their outside situation, sometimes prison is safe because it's regimented. It's a place to sleep. It's a place to get a hot meal. And versus where the alternative outside, some people may want to go to prison because that's where their friend. Maybe that's where their friends are. Maybe that's where there's some security there. It's been, especially with the job market and the way things are going in our respective economies. Maybe that's
too expensive, and oh Lord,
you can get a free cot and a free meal, or if you do that. That's fascinating too. And I always. One of my favorite shows was Oz, where they the one that took place in the prison. I don't know if you've seen that show. It's it's a series, and it takes place in the prison, and it talks about all the different gangs and all that. But it does kind of talk about. I mean, it's a show, so they're going to, of course, exaggerate a lot of things, and there does seem to be kind of this was it the prison industrial complex, where a lot of privatized prisons are using prisoners to make Nike shoes or something, like do these kind of Nike knockoffs or something. But I think it's interesting because, and I hope people can find some kind of restoration in our prisons, because they're supposed to be really rehabilitation centers. They're not supposed to be. I mean, granted, I guess maybe you can make the argument that it is a deterrent for others. Like, hey, if you commit this crime, this is where you're going. Do you feel like, where do you feel like we're heading in society though, with like, are we going to start having our societies kind of like our school systems, where the consequences are becoming less and less? Or
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not, because, it's, but then again, I mean, learning starts from such a young age, and if you're brought up this way, what happens when you're older? Yeah, let's just hope everything goes well.
Let's be like my Nana. Everybody, I hope everybody wins the lottery so they can,
Yeah.
they can be, they
So we
can.
can all get, all everything we want and don't bother anyone else.
Yeah. Always remember, you are not alone. Catch full episodes every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.